Hey there, Quickie Seekers. Welcome back to this week's Need a Quickie podcast. I'm Kat Vroman. I write steamy paranormal romance novelettes for those readers who do not have time to wait for their happily ever after. So, this podcast is for those of us who enjoy our romances short and steamy, plus wrapped up with a satisfying HEA. And every week I'll bring you several romances in under 10 minutes. All right. We're going to start off with Danger, Deceit, and Desire by Valerie Lynne. Blake Norman, Newport, Rhode Island's devilish playboy. Katie O'Halloran, the city by the sea's sweetheart. Tropes include age gap, forced proximity, insta love, and it's a small town romance. Danger, Deceit, and Desire is available to read for free if you happen to have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. And you can learn more about Valerie Lynne at valerielynn.com. Now we have Kane's Kind of Trouble by Lori Laker. Eagle McKenna spends her days locked in her father's mansion, smothered by his rules and leering eyes of his associates. She's desperate to escape, but freedom feels impossible until the most dangerous man in her father's employ steps into her life. Tropes include it's an OTT romance, so over the top, age gap, V card, I'm assuming that's the heroine, and then romantic suspense. Kane's Kind of Trouble is available to read in KU, and you can find out more about the author, Lori Laker, on her Amazon author page. All right. So, my edition this week is the Minotaur's Curvy Librarian. When a hate-filled threat targets her drag queen storytime, curvy librarian Reed gets a 7-foot Minotaur bodyguard who loves books as much as she does, and whose good hands make her shiver in ways that have nothing to do with fear. Tropes include he's a bodyguard hero. He is also a glasses wearing Minotaur. They're both book loving nerds, and she's a heroine in peril at one point. The Minotaur's Curvy Librarian is available wherever ebooks are sold, and you can learn more about me, Kat Vroman, at katvroman.com. All right. Something about this cover I really enjoy. So if you're on YouTube, I don't know, it's kind of classic. Stranded with the Ranger or the Rancher. So Stranded with the Rancher by Amanda James. I was hired to save a ranch. I never meant to fall for the man who owned it. Tropes include enemies to lovers, forced proximity, and they're also star-crossed lovers. Stranded with the Rancher is available to read for free if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription, and you can learn more about Amanda James over at her Amazon author page. All right. Now we have Pining for the Ranger by Annmarie Springs. Neither of them knows who she is, but he will do anything to help her remember, even if it means having to let her go when her memories return. Tropes include a curvy woman with amnesia. He is a protective mountain man, and it's a small town short romance. Pining for the Ranger is available to read in Kindle Unlimited, and you can learn more about Annmarie Springs at annmariesprings.com. Okay, this week, once again, I didn't have a sign up for the pre order, so it's one of mine. Karissa Explains It All. She heals wounded warriors on the battlefield every weekend. He's never held a foam sword in his life. One LARP event changes everything. Tropes include starting over, found family, it's a small town romance, and it's also a midlife romance. Karissa Explains It All will be available on November 11th this year, and you can find out more about me at katvroman.com. All right. That is a wrap on this week's quickie. So go and feed that TBR. Make sure to hit like on the podcast. And remember, I am Kat Vroman, your host. And Also, remember, life is too short for slow burns. I'll see you next week, Quickie Seekers. Bye.